elected officials in Maryland's two largest counties are taking new action aimed at making it harder for ICE to carry out its mission to deport those in the country illegally.
Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell's been tracking this issue. He joins us now from Rockville, where the county council is aiming to prevent any detention centers from opening up. Brad?
Yeah, Scott, and that's a new bill that's being introduced by Councilmember Evan Glass. It'll be heard at a hearing tomorrow. And it's really an outshoot of what local officials believe, and that is that Maryland is going to be next on ICE's list of places where they want to do heavy enforcement. And what they're trying to do is, if that's the case, make it as hard as possible. Surrounded by fellow council members and a host of immigrant rights advocates, Montgomery County Council member Evan Glass Monday announced he's introducing a bill he's calling the ICE Out Act, which bans any privately owned building from becoming an ICE detention center, even though there aren't any now or plans that he's aware of to open one in the county.
But what we've learned about ICE is that they are most oftenly using third parties to purchase and lease buildings. That is where we can stop them. That is where the permitting process can stop them, and that's where we can deny them use and occupancy permits.
His action comes amid signs that increased immigration enforcement may be coming to Maryland. ICE recently bought this warehouse near Hagerstown for nearly $103 million to convert it into a detention center with the full support of the Washington County Board of Commissioners. But it has drawn protest on the streets and from elected officials elsewhere. Tomorrow, Prince George's County Council members Crystal Oriata and Eric Olson will announce 6 anti-ICE measures, including a ban on future county employment for anyone employed by ICE, and a bill which would require county police to respond to ICE enforcement activity to gather names and badge numbers of the federal agents involved. Montgomery County Council member Glass says the goal of all the action is to make ICE's mission more difficult.
We as a council have made the determination that protecting our residents is worth fighting for.
Yeah, and so by my count, more than a dozen local and state laws have either been passed or are in the works, all with the same goal. ICE has said that they view all of these efforts as really short-sighted and things that potentially put public safety at risk. Michelle?
Brad, I know you reported on that bill in Prince George's, which would essentially use local officers to police the actions of federal ICE agents. How is that being received by police?
Yeah, and so today was the first time we heard about that. There will be a press conference tomorrow morning, and that bill will be introduced in Prince George's County. And it's not being received well by law enforcement. I've spoken to a number of police officials of various different ranks, and one of them said, and just used this word, he said that is absurd. It would put police in conflict, they say, with federal agents. That's just not something that the police want to do. And though it appears that it has support on the council, it has opposition from police, and certainly we're going to be hearing about that when that bill has a hearing. In Rockville, Brad Bell, 7 News.